Episode 10. We are now into double digits. I now have done more episodes at the time of this recording than I have viewers. And I think that is going to be a good ratio. I would expect to have to get to triple digits. Triple digit. Is this thing moving? That's hilarious. You see, we're back in the studio. Episode 9 was probably an emotional episode for a bunch of you out there that'll watch it. It was long. It was kind of rambling. And that's not to say that that's not what episode 10 is going to be about, but that's definitely what episode 9. And I thought, let me just put the 2.5 hours. Maybe there'll be some truths in there that people can glean from it, but episode 10 is gonna be a banger. It's gonna be a banger. I mean, I think this is the best one yet. I think now that we're into the double digit of episodes, you can just throw the first 9 episodes out. It's really the 8 episodes, because episode 5 is gonna be a best of episode at some point. That episode is still coming. The episodes are coming. The episodes are coming. I mean, there are so many shows out there, whether it's on Netflix, whether it's on Hulu, whether it's on YouTube, and to be honest, who gives a fuck about Netflix anymore? I mean, if you're out there, do you still who is still watching Netflix? Like, who the fuck is watching Netflix? I mean, honestly, and I'm not the first one to say this. I'm definitely not. But hearing other people say that, like, who the fuck is watching Netflix anymore? Like, who cares about Netflix? There's so much shit just in the real world and on YouTube. I mean, and it's nothing to do with YouTube as itself. Like, the actual psychology behind YouTube from a human perspective is so out of control. I mean, the model is switched. There is, I believe, the comedian Andrew Schultz. He went on the Joe Rogan show and he said Netflix is dead, and he made this whole thing. But when you actually think about what he's saying, it's true. I mean, Netflix isn't dead. It still has 100 fucking million subscribers. You know, and with those 100 millions of subscribers, that then they're able to show a financial institution or investors the kind of revenue that they have. They're able to leverage that revenue into I don't know how many billions of dollars of freaking debt that Netflix has been able to take on, and then that debt they're using to funnel into God only knows what kinds of projects in the form of acquiring the rights to those projects or putting that money to then go produce it themselves. And that's fantastic. That's fantastic. And I think I said this in episode 9, but I'm gonna say it again because I don't think I said anything clearly in episode 9. I'm dreading having to go through that episode and see what kind of clips and what kind of things that people are going to be making meme clips about me in 5 years. You know, have to say about it, but. I met someone who at one of the dancing events. Go watch episode 9 if you're wondering what dancing events is he talking about, and you can get the whole story. Go watch. See, look, now there's reasons to go watch things. So I met someone and then I asked them what they did, and they said that they worked for this some fucking bullshit company. I mean, nothing against that. Like, this was almost the attitude that this person had to their job. Like, there's just so much real nonsense. Like, it's all just fucking nonsense. It's all nonsense. I mean, that's like, it's all bullshit. All of it is bullshit. So working at some who the fuck cares? And what was interesting, once she said the name of the company, I said, oh, I actually think I get your emails in the form of, obviously, the company has a marketing division that then writes up these emails that then are sent out, in an automated sequence. And then if you sign up, which I guess at some point with one of my emails, I signed up for it, I'm now getting those emails in a form. And she said that she okays the emails. She checks off on the emails. And I'm like, oh, I swear I could have, I know I'm getting the emails, and I pull out the phone and I have to search for it, which what a great fucking experience that is. having to go pull shit up on your phone in mid conversation, which is I mean, it's like you have evidence, you have evidence for a court case in your pocket, but you do have to go fumble around with it. But fortunately, I was able to find it. What sucks is when you go do that move and then you can't find what you're looking for, and then you just wasted everyone's time. You know, you wasted your time, which is probably the most important, and then I mean, well, fuck everybody else. But that's kind of the idea. So I pulled it up. And she's like, "Oh my god, you got the emails." And I guess she was with a coworker of hers, and maybe they both work at the same place. But then she told me that she was a television producer, you know, a production, a video production. What the fuck is the name of that? A producer, because a producer could be anything. You know, mothers of children are producers by producing children. all mothers could be executive producer of their child. You know what I mean? But she said that she was a producer, worked at Netflix. I'm like, oh, that sounds like a great gig. And she's like, yeah, it was 16 hours a day. I had no life. I had no fun. So she said, fuck that. And now she could work remotely. And she's from some fucking miserable place and came down to Miami to go, you know, just do some dancing. And, you know, so it was a very interesting twist. Like, she could give a fuck about the person that she was at now. I don't know. I don't want to get her in trouble, but which would take a while, in 2 to 5 years. But just kind of I respected the nonchalance, like just the no fuckness about it that she had. She had like a knee brace thing on her knee that points it out even more. But as far as the story, it's pretty funny. So I was getting into, because usually that's what people talk about, but the kind of not give a fuckness about it, I really kind of I dig the not give a like what. I'm out here fucking dancing. Like, who the fuck cares? Dancing is really one of those activities which I think, again, watch episode 9 if you're a little confused, because then you could get even more confused. But I go over kind of the pointlessness of dancing, and it just ties back into the bullshit of it all. Maybe that'll be the theme. There's really themes of these episodes. I'm telling you, they're very, very well planned out. But the disdain, the kind of contempt for... Or just the indifference. That's a better word. The indifference to it. It's just like something you got to do just to, you know, it's like wiping your ass. It's like, you know, having to eat and shit throughout the day. It's like, yep, just add some, you know, and that's the kind of right attitude to have about it. You know, it's all burning anyways. You see behind me here, the fire is raging, and the fire is it's not antithetical. It's prothetical. What is? Because it's not antithetical. Yeah, let's learn something. You know what? Let's learn about this language. Antithetical. What is the antonym of similar, contrary to, opposite, same, identical, like, connected with? So if I just do thetical, if I remove the anti, what is thetical? Beginning with, constituting, absolute, positive, like a law. Why is that on the Wiktionary? Is that like not a... I forgot what it was, but I guess it's symbolic is what it is. See, this is a very planned show. The words are carefully written out. The speech writers and things I have. I mean, I think I go into some politics with the kind of level of articulation that I have on this show, and I can't wait to see what are done with the clips for these videos in 5 years. See, that's really the motivation. This is the insurance policy right here. You're watching the insurance policy. And I guess I could go do things, which brings us into the next feature of this fantastic show, which is we're going to go look at what's on the YouTube, what's on the YouTube algorithm pages. Let's go take a look, because I think we're going to be a bit impressed with what is going on. So let's put Chrome. Boom, we got Chrome going on, and let's resize this window. Let's make this smaller, and we can make it a little more square right there. There we go. and we can. There we have Thetical, so we'll get rid of that. Let's go to YouTube. YouTube down. YouTube's not down. Here we go. And there we go. Now it's like a square. So I think we've gone through before. Let's go into the trending page. You shouldn't see what's on my algorithm page. Let's go and see in what's trending. Because nobody's watching the video. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about these episodes. But I think in some kind of form. Oh, look. My cat found something outside. What's outside, cat? What's going on? Oh, she's excited now. Look, she's pushing down the thing. She's pushing down the webcam. And now it's looking down there. What are you doing? Why are you doing these things? There's nothing out there. What are you looking at? So that was a short intermission brought to you by the cat. The cat in the room. Look at this. So look at this high production quality. So what's on YouTube trending right now? Selling houses for $1. Dear God, this Mr. Beast channel as a business, the amount of revenue this thing must be doing is fucking out of control. Let's see. So let's go analyze. They say great artists steal. So I'm just gonna steal this content right here. And no, not Grammarly. So Grammarly is getting some of that. I mean, there should be the Mr. Beast ads, and he should be doing his own ads. It should be Mr. Beast jumping out and being like, how do I do my VSLs in front of my videos? Grammarly. I type this shit out, and Grammarly's like, nah, kid. We know you're a superstar, but... So he's going, everybody's got the masks. What's going on? I'm not even going to put the audio. That's funny. So they're at the 6-9. Is that the real fucking address? That's not the real address. This dude put up a different house number on this for sure. So look at that. So this is all carefully planned. This is why Mr. Beast is got to be like, this dude will be president in 20, whenever he'll be 35. This shit's number one on trending. This dude will be president. It'll be him, and then it'll be him and his bros will be the president and the fucking cabinet. And it may be great. It may be the greatest thing that ever happened. Okay. So now, which brings me to the thought, to the core message of this video. I think the whole kind of political idea that the American psyche has, and maybe the world psyche has, is needs to be turned on its head. Because now let's just take some examples. Let's just look at some examples of what is going on. So here we have Mr. Beast. Now, do I know Mr. Beast? Do I know anything about him personally? No, I don't know anything about. I know about as much about him as any other, person that's probably heard about Mr. Beast within the last couple years, right? So, seems like a great guy, definitely does great content. He objectively does great content. And this is where the whole YouTube model turns it on its head. Like the psychology of it is, it seems like they're both video content platforms. If you were to go look them up, they're both video content platforms. One's a paid for content platform. One is a freemium where there's a free, but with ads, and then you can pay for it, on top of it. But the tiniest little tweaks in psychology make the biggest fucking difference in the actual business of what is going on. So I think we need to turn the whole political model on its head. So we all know now the show Ozark, right? Everybody, big show, even whether you've watched it or not, you kind of get the premise of it. And it's on Netflix. I think it was probably one of the last, at least for me, in my opinion, probably one of the last shows I would ever give a shit to watch on Netflix. Not that there aren't other great shows, but just because of the timing of it. It could have been another show. I could have gotten into another show, but I don't really see a need to have to go see a Netflix show for any reason ever again. And really any show at any time ever again. And here's why. I mean, it's fine if you do watch shows, if you do watch that, go for it. And you know what you should do? You should go create a video like this, you should go into a webcam and you should review that content, and you should suck some of the juice away from the keywords and the topics and the market that's already behind kind of a hit show, because they've put millions of dollars in the advertising to be able to promote that show. So that's already out there. So if you go put, it's like Bumblefuck show review, and then you go put out some kind of video and you be like, I love the show, I hate the show, this guy, this girl, hate it, love it, the plot, the excitement, and just say whatever. It doesn't have to be educated, it doesn't have to be insightful, it doesn't have to be meaningful, because it's all bullshit anyways, which is what I'm getting at. So the content is bullshit, thinking about the content is bullshit, watching the content is bullshit, it's all bullshit. But the point of it is that in all of those instances, you're just kind of counting down the seconds until you die. So you just kind of continue doing that. And I mean, what the fuck else is there to do? I mean, really, the only things that really matter is, food, shelter, air, food, shelter is really the main things. And you don't really even need the shelter, because there's a lot of motherfuckers that have no shelter and have been able to survive somehow, some way. I've known it, I've seen it, it's all over Americans, it's all over everywhere. So there's a way to survive around shelter. Is it a good way to fucking live? I wouldn't think so. It doesn't seem too hot. I would say that's the hot take on it. Having no shelter doesn't seem too hot, but there are some people who are managing to survive. Now, is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I'm not here to say. I don't have a solution for you. I wish I could go build, a bunch of houses and just be like free housing for everyone. That'd be great. If I could just kind of do the telekinesis, and I can move all the materials in the land and be able to just put, just kind of wipe away the Everglades and just make it all kind of suburban housing that can fit, whatever the population of the homeless is, and give them all a house for $1. If I could just do that real quick, I would do it. But I mean, that's a lot of fucking work. I mean, how are we going to do that? And then we're going to destroy the Everglades, or we just keep doing like the towers. I mean, I don't know what the solution is. It's kind of these hard things, but you definitely need food. You definitely need clean water. You definitely need clean air. I mean, it sounds like a good thing. Maybe we need dirty air. Maybe we need a little bit more smog. Maybe there's not enough smog. Maybe why there's really no point to the argument. It's on its surface stupid. Please understand. This is a non-comedy show, so it's probably not funny, but it's with the intent that it's not supposed to be taken seriously. We're jamming up the seconds here. We're filling up the time, and this is episode 10. Let's have some fun. Everybody, pop open a bottle, of your favorite drink. It doesn't have to be alcoholic. Maybe you like chocolate milk. I myself am a fan of chocolate milk, so it doesn't have to be anything alcoholic. Let's not get slushy. Let's not get a little slushed in the middle of the day. Let's look at this. So, did Mr. B solve the homeless crisis? Like, is it over now? I mean, if he's selling houses for $1, what is the homeless population? Homeless population USA, baby. What is it? Based on our best guess. What is 550? So this dude just needs to sell $553,742 of houses, and the fucking homeless population is over. It's over. I mean, what? Mr. Beast could fucking solve homelessness. What is going on? What is going on? What is happening? What is happening with the amount of, like, so let's say, let's put homeless people in $100,000 house. Let's not even, it's below the median, whatever, right? So if we do 100,000 times 550, we'll do 554. We'll round it off because there's some other people that are going to be going homeless. There's a pandemic and shit going on. Things are not looking good. So 500, but if you listen to anybody else, things are going great. So don't worry about it. And maybe I hope things are going great for you. So we have 55 billion, 400 million dollars, 100,000, $55 billion, $55 billion. All the homeless can live in $100,000 house. Maybe it's not in the best area. Maybe it's not the best house, but you could definitely build a house for the homeless. You can even just get them a fucking RV. I mean, Jesus Christ. And put them on like a lot somewhere. So $55 billion. $56 billion. The homeless problem is like over. It is done. Dunzo. Zoop. Zoop. So this is just think of that. Even if it's $250, let's give everybody a $250,000 house because we just, fuck it. So now we're at what, $1 trillion? $1.3 trillion. No more homeless problem. Done. Dunzo. 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 Free and clear. Free and clear. They're done. That money just goes into it, and now that housing is done. Free and clear. You could have it, with the taxes or whatever. Because taxes, essentially what taxes do. And let's get into a little bit of math. This is an educational show. So let's go into Miami-Dade tax collector. Dun, 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 dun. Tax collector. Oh, look at that. Pay your property tax bill. Tax collector. All right. Love it. Love it. Real estate tax pay. Oh, nice. Pay your property tax bill. Love it. Pay the taxes. Pay the taxes. So let's go to the Miami-Dade. Let's go select the property. Miami-Dade let's throw a dart on the board. Okay? So this is something I learned about, I guess, when I was a kid. My father introduced me to the property appraiser. Property search. Miami-Dade property appraiser. Search by address. Let's do a little property search. Ba-ba-boom. Now look at this. This is the grid, ladies and gentlemen. If you're wondering what people say when you're on the grid, are you on the grid or are you off the grid? Well, if you're anywhere in here, you are quite literally on the grid. Now, you may say, oh, wow, look at that. The roads really do look like a grid. And of course they do, because the roads go in straight angles and the entire United States was divvied up into one square mile squares at its inception. And that has now been permanently brandished into pretty much at least all the flat geography of the United States, and you can see that here. But you're also more on the grid. So now let's throw our little mouse, boom, right here. What do we got? What's going on here? Did we get something? Oh, there's no folio. Oh, so let's throw another dart. What's going on? Boom. Whoa. So you saw that was nice and random. So now we can get the property. Now this is public information, so I'm not trying to dox anybody. This is for educational purposes only. You saw I just randomly selected something so we could see folio number 30 40 11 014 0960. And it takes up this little plot of land right here. So this little square. So you don't get this little square. So that's why, you're like maintaining that. So if you're cutting your lawn, you're technically, infringing on what would be the city's rights. Because now, can you click the road? So you can't click the road, but this is like a right of way. And it's owned by the state. So the mailing address is here. Single family. It's a residential. 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, 1 floor, one living unit. Actual area 1,300. $1,200 living area. 1,100 adjusted area. 7,500 square feet. In 2020, the land is worth $172,000. The building is worth $79,000, and the market value is $255,000. So there you go, $250,000. So on $250,000, now what's happening a lot in real estate is, let's see if I could find one in this neighborhood, is because that there's just generally more people. What some developers are doing is taking a lot like that and doing, this is kind of an example of it, but it's not as new of an example. So you could see here, this is either one lot. This could have been one long lot. What was this before? This is either one long lot, and now it's turned into these little half lots. So essentially on the same piece of land, let's say, so the house is $250,000, right? So let's say there was a house here that takes up like a full lot, like something like this. And now this isn't a good example of it, but it's good because it's two, it's one property really, but obviously there's a wall right down the middle of this. And, you're able to get two lots. You're getting like a 2-for-1. So if you get a $250,000 property, you tear it down and like you put $300,000 into building the house, but now you sell 2 units for about $450, $500 each. You're into it. It's a double your money kind of scheme. Now you do have to do. And I don't mean it as a scheme. I mean it's two houses, people, and in sweaty, humid South Florida. You don't really need that much of a yard. And, with 5-ton air conditioners and just no one giving a fuck, you can just air condition a nice boxy kind of space. Look at these lots. Look at this. So this was like one long lot. Look at the yard behind here. Hello. Yes. Cat. Yes. Out of all the places in the house, you want to be right here right now. There's Look at these lots. So these were some long, Jesus, you can almost have a shooting range back here. Look how much length that is. You could put, so if you bought these 2 lots right here, wow. So this would be 384, right? Let's do the math right now. So this is 405. So let's say you go cha-ching, buy that for 405, and then we go buy this one. What is that? Another 405. So boom. So you want to buy them both. Is it the same owner? It's the trustee and the trust. And no, this is somebody else, some other freaking trust and some other fucking trust. So these may have been sold. I don't know what they're doing here, but this is so it's already a duplex. So you go and you buy that. So you buy the pair, $400 a pop. Cha-ching. So that's $800. And then you turn it into exactly this. And now these, each one is worth what? So that one's worth $280. So if all of them are worth $280, so now we have $280 times 8. $280 times 8. And now we're at $2.2 million. So you can turn $800,000 into $2.2 million real fucking quick. If you go drop 800,000, this is like a done deal. If you have the contractors, this may already be in progress because this is like stupid. This is real estate fucking 101. Drop 800 right there. Get rid of that shit. Get rid of this fucking yard. What are you doing? Look at all that grass you have to cut. Look at these long strokes that some fucking asshole has to go and cut all this shit up. And then get rid of that shit. Bye-bye. Take that away. Just dynamite that shit out of here. Dynamite it. And then plunk a few of these down. Now, they have to... I don't know if they had to rezone it, but you could definitely do it. And then you could turn 800 into 2.2 million. It would probably take another, I don't know what it would take to construct, but probably for like 1.5 million, 1.6, something like that, maybe less. See, that's where the profit's made. How cheaply can you just throw up some fucking cardboard and some reinforced cardboard, some paper mache, and cardboard and particle board. That's how you do it. You heard it here first, folks. But yeah, that's some real estate 101. So there we go. We got a little bit of politics. We got a little bit of real estate, and a little bit of YouTube. So Mr. Beast, I don't know what Mr. Beast is doing. I think there should be a cancel #cancel. No, don't cancel Mr. Beast. But Mr. Beast could almost solve the homeless crisis, and I think with the money that he'd make from that video, he'll be the president. He'll be the president. So this is the world. And then after him will be one of the TikTok kids. And then the press conference the TikTok kid president will come out and he'll start with a dance. it'll be like a prayer before dinner. So before the nightly amen, they'll come out and do the press conference. The TikTok president will come out in his tank top and backwards baseball cap. And I guess the right now the presidential motorcade will turn from the Beast, that big Cadillac, looking thing. That's for like fucking old people. Get rid of that thing. Chuck that out the window. And then it'll be a Lamborghini limo that was painted by, a bunch of local artist kids. And it'll be able to withstand a nuclear weapon, and it'll be part of the campaign promise will be that the taxpayer won't pay for it, but the TikTok kid will pay for it, because that'll actually be the cheapest car that they would have ever owned, and they would be living in the cheapest house that they would have ever lived in by moving into the White House. The whole Trump era, all that is gaudy. That shit's over. Like instead of like, they wouldn't even once one of, I guess, the phase kids or whatever, the hype house or whatever the fucking house is, will become the new White House. They'll just move it over there. And look at this, donating 50,000 if you beat Minecraft. I mean, he's nearly doing it. He's nearly going to solve the homeless crisis. There'll be no more homeless population. Like Mr. Beast, and if he's not president, he'll open like a Disneyland. It'll be Mr. Beast land. I'm telling you, here's a prediction right now. In it may not even be 2 to 5 years. This fucker's moving fast. So this dude is gonna own it'll be like Disney World, because if you go look into Disney World government, right? No, not government discount. The Reedy Creek Improvement District is the immediate governing jurisdiction for the land of Walt Disney World Resort as of the late 1990s, and comprised an area of 38.6 square miles within the outer limits of Orange and Osceola counties in Florida. All right. So there you go. There's the fucking Disney World government. So that's already happened. And I could see in maybe not even 2 to 5 years, in the next 6 months, there being a Mr. Beast governing district of some fucking part of the country, of something. I mean, why the fuck not? Why wouldn't Mr. Beast now open up a governing district for a part of the country? So you're gonna have to go and you're gonna have to buy a Mr. Beast burger to drive through that part of the country, and it'll be in some kind of critical location. I don't know. He may not be that powerful yet. There'll probably be locations that even Mr. Beast will try to buy, and the U.S. government will be like, "Nah, man, you can't buy that. Sorry, dude. Maybe you could," and then you'll see Mr. Beast promoting like some kind of war or some shit, and then now he can buy, some kind of strategic part of a fucking mountain or something. So that's just where the world. I'm not saying it's good or bad. But I mean, is it far off? Is that a far off prediction that the Mr. Beast governing district is not right around the corner? Well, pretty soon you'll be paying, Mr. Beast fucking taxes. I mean, why the fuck not? I mean, and this is why it's all bullshit anyways. There's roaming factions and empires. There always have been, there always will be, and the figureheads can kind of come and go, and they'll be good because people just fucking need shit to do. Because I mean, what is anybody doing? This dude's fucking beating Minecraft, and now he made fucking 50,000. I mean, congratulations. I wonder how that works out tax wise right now. That would be an interesting video. How does taxes work out for? You're like, yep, I'm a streamer, and I just got $50,000. How does that work out? What happens to these people? I want to interview you. If you're out there, if you've received one of these crazy fucking prizes from any of these YouTubers, which are going to be the only philanthropists left. I mean, this is going to be the only humanitarianism left, because it's either fucking Mr. Beast or watching Oprah. I mean, sitting right in this fucking image, there's trillions of dollars. Oprah and the fucking Prince and this actress lady, there's literally billions, if not trillions of dollars, and this is like this is what we need to see. This is the revealing interview. She's holding the baby, and I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying it is. I mean, I'm just telling you what it is. Look, this is really being pumped. So YouTube trending, holy shit. This is why it's all bullshit. So it's made up. So somebody writes about this like this is all a staged event. It's not like I'll tell you what was a real news event. That one of the most shocking things that I'd ever fucking seen was when that explosion happened in what was that, in August? Oh my god, I don't even remember where the frick it was, but I saw it on Instagram. Okay, so here's the story. Literally on Mia Khalifa's Instagram, she posted the footage of the thing exploding at the port, and it was horrifying. That was horrifying. Dear God. And what it makes you think about, like, terrible for the people there. I don't know what can be done to help those people. I hope the people that can help those people, are these fucking people helping them? I don't know. Maybe they are. Maybe right after the bomb went off, they came down there with the baby and they started sweeping the streets. I don't know what they could be doing, but there are some real like, that's a news story. That's something that, like, whoa, unexpected, horrifying, just happened. Holy snap. So there's news stories like that, and obviously that was just for me, that as an experience, that was probably one of the most horrifying ones. So seeing that, that's like a news story, but this is a fabricated news story. It's like, hey, we're gonna have this interview, and then this is gonna go out, and I don't know what the end result of it is. I don't know, but look, CBC News, the Oprah interview. Literally, look how much real estate the Oprah, Prince Harry, Meghan interview reveal. So how many videos are, how many little boxes, because that's the real estate, how many little video boxes do we have? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20. Is this an infinite scroll? Yes, this is an infinite scroll. Is it or no? But let's say just out of the top 10, one, because who's scrolling all the way down here? But top 10, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So out of the top 10, 4 of them is the Oprah, Meghan, Prince Harry interview. So that's 40% of the real. Now, obviously, this is going to go away. This is just today. This is a fleeting thing. But now, the joke I was saying earlier about that, how the TikTok, so these are the TikTok kids I'm talking about. So after Mr. Beast either is president for 4 to 8 years, and I don't know how many more wars start or don't start or whatever happens after that, it'll be these people. These will be the presidents. This is the president and the cabinet after, and they'll be running. One of them will be Speaker of the House. So this guy will probably be the president. Boom. No, not them. Who? So there'll be another version of this video where they'll be converting the Lamborghini into the presidential motorcade. So they'll be like, am I recording the right thing? Oh, God. Oh, thank God. Thank God. All right. So they'll be converting the presidential motorcade, and then they'll be doing art on it. So it'll be like a mural, and then it'll be all the other TikTok kids and the TikTok stars, and that they'll be lining the sides of it. And this is where America will be. And then it'll be like the Hunger Games. There'll be zones of the country where it's just it's this it'll pretty much look like this. Let's go to my YouTube history, and I'll show you. So that'll be part of the United States, and then the other part of the United States, let's see, a lot of interesting things here. We got the city of the line, we got the Sven, this foods. Where is this video? No, it wasn't yesterday, it was today. Where is it? Where is it? Too real. Here we go. So right here, not that one. Yeah, I guess this one. So this will be the rest of the United States, and then there'll be the this will be how you this this is actually somebody else vlogging their trip to the grocery store. They're trying to make their way over to the nearest grocery store, and this is what it looks like. It's like, oh man, I forgot to get butter and cheese and milk. Time to go to the grocery store. All right. Hey man, how is it going over there? Oh, it's rough, dude. Oh, really? All right. Man, traffic today is rough. Think the weather today, it is rough. Oh man, are these guys still here? Dude, which way am I supposed? Hey, can you not throw that right near me? Hey, man, I'm just trying to get. Do they have a sale on yogurt? And I mean, how are those salad packs? Are they like, do they have, is it the buy one get one free, or is it the 3 for $10? Because the buy one get one free means that you're getting each one. Can you not light me on fire? I'm just trying to ask where the salad packs are. Oh, did you see that Mr. Beast actually is opening a hospital near here? They're actually going to be getting rid of some other hospitals, but I think they're going to be putting one up near here, and I think so. That'll be kind of the walk over to the grocery store, and then at the same time we'll have this guy. And this will be the presidential address. This is what the State of the Union will look like. This is what the State of the Union would look like, and this will be so. They'll be doing jokes. He'll be like pitching jokes, and then it'll cut to like a camera, and he'll be like at the edge. He'll be like at the edge. It'll be like, and some people, instead of looking forward, just tend to look out the window, like my buddy, like the Secretary of Defense, Archie Bunkyard over there, and then he'll be like, "Hey Archie, why aren't you looking down here at the podium? Why are you looking out the window?" "Oh, because nobody's answering our sign that says become a congressman for $1. If you can." Join the executive branch for just $1. He missed it. He missed his opportunity to become part of the Department of the Interior. We had an open position, but he missed it. He missed it, man. I guess we're just gonna have to wait for people to come join the executive cabinet. This is what this is the time lapse of the briefing, the war room meeting. 30 minutes of just chit chat, just nonsense. Nobody cares. They're planning which aircraft carriers they're moving and all that, and it's like 30 minutes of international strategic planning later. Hey guys, check this out. Our sign wasn't big enough. We're now going to wrap the entire Capitol building like like you would an aluminum tin hat. We're gonna wrap the Capitol building with a banner that says "For sale, $1," and see who comes a knocking. Will it be China? Will it be Russia? Maybe it'll be Cambodia. It's only $1. Who doesn't have $1? For sale, the Washington Monument. Who wants it? Great view of the Capitol. $1 available now. Nobody wants it. No. Oh, we got our first one coming in, guys. We did it. The U.S. government is open. Hello. Welcome, my fellow countrymen. Are you what's the catch? Well, the catch is, what is the catch, Mr. President? Mr. President, what is the catch? And look at the camera's like, get rid of this guy. Nah, there's gotta be a catch. See, this guy, I like this guy. This guy is, what? Nah, man. There's bodies under here. Nope. Yeah, no. Oh, you're the president. You're the president of the United States. 54 million voters? Yeah, I'm with that. And this is Department of State, Secretary of State. And let me go show you. Let me go show you the bunker. Look at this. Here's where Secret Service, they all work out, they get in shape. And here's where I kick it with other world leaders. Here's where the UN Assembly will be next year. Here's the nuclear launch codes. And here you can sign off on them. And you are now the new... Hey. And yeah, that guy's there. Oh, so that one's for sale. Oh, man. Oh, he just bombed another country. House is for sale. I wonder if he gets a discount of billboards, because that's one of the ways Mr. Beast actually started skyrocketing to stardom, I believe, is that he did that whole subscribe to PewDiePie. So I think I'm going to do my own subscribe to PewDiePie campaign. I do not have the money for a billboard or for any kind of extravagant stunt, but I can put up a cheap video and a thumbnail that says 2 years late. I could do the subscribe to PewDiePie meme and really push. That's how far this kid has come. This dude could literally solve the I think he should definitely be the Secretary for Housing and Urban Development. This should be the guy. This should be the guy. Like, what are we doing? Which brings me around to the point. So I think the entire notion of kind of traditional American politics needs to be flipped on its head, because the idea was always before, oh, you need to be like this fake good family Christian person, right? You know, traditional, you're married, you have kids, you have all these responsibilities. But look at what the traditional roles, look at what those people are up to. If you haven't seen the show Ozarks, that's a perfect example. Like, you could just swap out. I mean, now, watch this. So the show House of Cards and the show Ozarks are produced by the same people. Both of those shows are about like this pasty fucking white family that happens to be doing some dirty, nasty, violent, horrid, illegal things, but put off an air of legitimacy and how, you know, generally duping either the general public or the local community as to the nefariousness and the actual involvement of their actions. And now they're fictional tales, which is great, but it does kind of show you like what's the now in House of Cards. It's just fucking weird because those people don't have any kids, so like it's not that whole, oh, they're doing it for their family, because there's that big in American culture of from The Sopranos, which is one of the early versions of that show, where you know, in a serialized way. I mean, The Godfather is like one of the original incarnations of that, of it being a crime family and having it be, oh, protecting the family. This is the family business. And I mean, what's to be said? I mean, it's like, hey, yeah, it was in gangster movies, but this, when you actually break it down, the human history has been a series of gangs and a series of mafias and kind of ruling establishments into people that are able to wield some kind of power in some kind of crazy way, because any person as an individual isn't all that powerful, but an individual with, you know, being able to tap into kind of a wavelength of other individuals and be able to manipulate the actions of other individuals, whether through commerce or through finances or through intimidation or through coercion or manipulation or seduction. There's a number of different ways. There's a number of different reasons why people do shit, but people just kind of tend to do shit, and then there are consequences for the things that people do. What are the consequences for selling a house for $1? What are the taxes on that? Can someone explain that to me? Because I would like to know, how is it that, like, what are the ramifications? Like, it looks like this dude smiling. Who bought the house? What's the end of it? Why is there a Lamborghini photo showing up in at part of the video? What's going on? So this guy bought the house. Like, I want to know what Can't believe I just bought a house for $1. Yeah, who the fuck can believe that? I mean, I don't think he's not doing it, because I think the backlash of putting this out there and then not doing it, maybe it would be great. Maybe he'd get even more views. He evicts them out of their house because actually they signed like some fucking thing to Mr. Beast Bank, and Mr. Beast Bank is going to come foreclose if you don't start making payments on the house as if it was a $500,000 fucking house. I mean, who knows? Who knows? This Mr. Beast may cause the next housing crisis. He may be partially, maybe not fully responsible. I mean, I think there's already a lot of evidence of what the next housing crisis is going to be, which brings us to the next part of this video. I'm telling you, this is a fast-paced episode. So we went to the property appraiser. We saw some real estate. We saw some exciting things that you could do right now. All you need is an 08 hundo, and I guess the way that you can get that 8 hundo is just go to the Mr. Beast channel, look at some of the videos that he's done, and just kind of copy that, you know, verbatim as a maybe I give away houses for $1, but they're those little Monopoly houses, and I just go set up a lemonade stand outside and I give away little Monopoly houses, and I charge $1. I should charge $1 for little Monopoly houses. How about that? How about that? For sale right now, the little plastic Monopoly houses, it's only $1. It's only, and you get your own, and you'll even be able to sign a contract for it and everything. I'm giving away $1 little. You're still gonna pay shipping. Shipping's gonna be like $10 to $20. Go fuck yourself. But you can buy one of the little Monopoly houses. It'll only be $1. It will not be able to fit you, your children, your dog. It will probably serve as nothing. Your kids will probably choke on the little piece, and it'll probably cause more misery than you'd ever expected. But subscribe and I'll donate 10 cents to charity. Is that fucking true? Is this dude really donate? I mean, that's like nothing. Like, this is such a wild, follow or I sue. Like, this dude nailed it. Like, this is what the people want. This is obviously what the people want. Like, without question. This is what the people want, and this is what they're getting. I mean, so the next slate of videos, it took me some time, but I now know what the next slate of videos are going to be, and after a lot of thought, I have a hunch that I'm going to do videos where I'm going to give houses away for $2, and it's going to be the little Monopoly houses. And then look at this, please subscribe for, he doesn't even tell you what he's doing, and that shit got 27 million views. I ate $100,000 golden ice cream, 42 million views. I bought everything in 5 stores. YouTube Rewind 2020. Thank God it's over. I put 1 million Christmas lights on a house. I opened a restaurant that pays you to eat at it. I gave people but not anymore, right? So let's find, where's the Mr. Beast burger? Am I going to have to review the fucking Mr. Beast burger? I guess I am. Mr. Beast burger. Locations. Where's the one in Florida? I know you opened one in Florida, dude. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. So what is the menu? $6.99. Is it any good? This is wild. Virtual dining concepts. Virtual restaurant. Got you. Got you. That's how he did it. That's how Mr. Beast was able to open up all those fucking restaurants like that. Like, I thought that was fucking crazy. Kids, I want to scream. I mean, that's awesome. Like, that is the thing to do. If subscribe to this channel, please, because if I ever get to 10 to 50 million, I'm going to open up a chain. It's going to be a squid chain. We're just going to sell exclusively squid. It's going to be a squid restaurant. Best squid recipes. And we're going to serve We're gonna serve boiled squid. Look, it's gonna be a calamari and squid restaurant, and it's gonna be fresh squid anywhere in the country. So you could be 1,000 miles from the ocean, and we're gonna have fresh squid for you. That's fucking genius. So Mr. Beast hooked up with the virtual dining concepts and was like, hey guys, if I say that I'm gonna start selling a burger, that shit will sell like that, which is the fucking truth. Like, this is it. Like, who knows about virtual dining concepts? No one. Who knows about Mr. Beast? Fucking everyone. So all you really need is a platform. You could be any fucking jagoff, and then you could be like, I hope there's something like this for jet engines and medical equipment, so that you can go from filling up your pool with Orbeez to coming out with like a new sonogram and ultrasound machine, and then you're just rebadging some other shit and being like, your medical equipment, your brain surgery equipment, zero upfront fees, zero upfront costs, slap your name on it, and it's fucking the Mr. Beast Foreman Grill. This is the George Foreman Grill of fucking 2021. The Mr. Beast Burger. That dude didn't open the fucking stores. He's like, yo, guys, dudes, I wonder how much, because he's not mentioning them at all. And they're not even showing the Mr. Beast. Oh, yeah, they are obviously here. Oh my God. So this is how you can open up a restaurant. If you have any kind of platform and you want to be Mr. Beast, and you want to do this is how you fucking do it. I mean, I'm sure it takes a bunch of other work. So it joins the largest, most profitable network of virtual restaurants. Make more profit out of your existing kitchen. Start. Choose the right concept for you. Partner with VDC team to set up food technology and training. Go live. Gain new customers. And I mean, once you have that in place, that's how you're able to do that. So this is a little bit of business. So this is probably one of the most informative educational videos that you're ever going to find on YouTube. I mean, pretty soon I'm going to be charging $10 an episode. Like, when I said that this is going to be an hour of jam-packed content, it is. Sometimes you have to go through episodes like episode 9, where I'm just going to kind of drone on about some kind of, emotional thing. But this is the money, ladies and gentlemen. So, but for this to work, you just need a platform. You need people who need to give a fuck about what you're doing. And the best way to get a platform is just to give the people what they want. And what they want is to see you survive through 24 hours of straight in ice. So what if I did a video where I stayed in a bathtub for 24 hours? Would that get 1 million views? Would that do it? Would that be the breakthrough? Well, I filled my brother's house with slime and bought him a new one. Like, the incentivizing, the incentivization that is behind the YouTube economy is incredible. So these things, it would be like, what are you doing? For what reason are you going to fill a house with slime and then buy another one? What kind of stupidity is this? Like, what business sense? And it makes the most business sense in a YouTube context. With no YouTube, none of these things make any fucking sense. Why are you spending all this money on the production? What are you doing? But these numbers do not lie. So I just want to, if you click this video, I'll give my friend 0.001 cents. Wow. If you click this video, I'll give myself $1 at some time in the future. Videos I could not upload. So Mr. Beast is killing it. I mean, he tapped into it. Let's see. So let's go by the most popular. So what's sort by the most popular? And this episode's almost over. I hope you got something out of it. So the 100 million Orbeez is like what did it. Now, over 2 years, that thumbnail, I put 100 million Orbeez in my friend's backyard. Okay. So I may be coming out with some videos like this. I may just kind of straight rob some of these concepts and do a cheaper, half-hearted version of them. But if it can work for Mr. Beast, I think it could work for me, which kind of brings me to the lesson. Don't believe the bullshit. It's all bullshit. This, don't get upset about anything you can't control. Don't, get discouraged in life or have that anxiety in life. You may have different responsibilities, you may have different things out there, but many people are able to find their way through somehow, some way. And while it may be hard out there, I know that probably the most important thing that you can do right now is subscribe to this channel, like the video, share the video, go check out the clips when they start coming up. They're probably not up yet. They probably won't ever be up because you don't deserve them. Why do you deserve clips? This is an hour of some of the greatest content that's probably on YouTube, and that's all I can really give to you. So thanks for watching, and see you on the next episode.